So today I thought I'd do a bit of a different video. Whilst editing my last video, I realised how cool it'd be to actually show some of the techniques and processes behind actually making one of my videos, at least a video like that. So I thought today I will show that and give you a little insight on what it's like to make one of my videos. I just want to warn you before we get into this, if you don't want any of the magic of the videos spoiled for you, if you like to be immersed and you want to keep that immersion there, then I'd just click away now and come back for the next one. But for those that are interested, this will dive quite deep into how we actually make everything. So, you've been warned. So it usually takes about a month to create one of my main videos, and it all starts with an idea. You know, we need a story from start to finish. So that usually consists of D4, maybe some other people, and myself, all in a Discord call discussing video ideas. And in the meantime, considering we're not using any pre-existing workshop items, I'll be contacting workshop creators and getting mods made just for the video. So for example, the last one I contacted Mordecai and he made this beautiful submarine just for that video. And I've since released it on Steam, so if you want to download it you can. And then I edited the map to fit the story, so I made the whole submarine cave with the waterfall and everything. And then I made the safe zone with all the details over there. And then once we have all the mods made, all the map finished, we just get a server set up, plonk everything on it, and then we're finally ready to start recording. And you might think the recording part is the easy part, but as you're about to see, that is not the case. I'm going to show you a funny moments thing that I put together of what it's like to try and record stuff. We've got a lot of bloopers and they are funny and they're full of banter and stuff, but oh boy, it's tedious to get stuff done. Alright, so whenever you're ready. Dolan, if you get Bob.
Dun 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 dun.
Hello?
Hello? What?
Hello? Have we started? What?
Yeah, just start us off with are you in position or something like that, you know.
Alright, give it a couple seconds. Right, you in position now, Nylex.
Little cunt.
You're just gonna do that again.
Yeah,
Dodgy. On the way.
Right. I'll set the time back.
Suck me, Willie.
Donkey.
Go fuck yourself, big D4. Okay, chilled. Over.
Oh no.
Who's it gonna start? Ooh.
Why?
Oh.
Why? You've just crashed my game.
Can you not do that?
Well done.
Can you?
You successfully managed to crash my game. Oh.
Oh, I'm good as well.
Yeah,
Wait, did you just all disconnect? I'm still on the server. What the actual?
I'm not. It's crashed mine as well.
A few moments later.
Do you want to see something really cool?
But
Can you stop? My game is officially crashed.
and there we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No!
Just stops on the ramp. Alright boys, today's the day. Hope you overall, hope you, oh fuck.
Right, guys. That were a fuck up. Alright, I'm sorry.
What happened?
Right.
This big rub tub in a tub. Over.
Fucking hell.
Big D4
Oh, I'm gonna open a
over,
can of cronky. Let me open a can of conk.
Yeah.
I wanna hear it rip over.
Oh, it's past, I'm sorry.
Very disappointing.
How am I supposed to fucking hold my mouse button down, hold the can, and crack it open?
I'm ready when you are, over.
Fuck off.
Just sitting over, up, over.
Oh!
Just slapping me willy on my face, over.
So that's just a little taste of what we have to go through, the pain we have to go through to get these videos made. And it does take a long time. I mean, it can take days just to get a couple scenes, maybe even just one scene. It took us, I know, 3 days just to get the safe zone scene done on the last video. So it, you know, getting everyone there and making sure that it goes perfect. We'll have to re-record it if it doesn't go well. And we actually cut a lot of the stuff out of the video because it just gets too long. If you look here at the end of the timeline, this is everything that we cut out of the last video. So it's a fairly big chunk. And then, once we have everything recorded, we can now edit it all together, or at least I can. And this usually takes around a week. You know, I'm constantly making changes to the edit, adding in new things, taking bits out, rearranging stuff in different ways, and then there's the whole special effects, which I'll show you in a second. But it usually takes just under a week to get the edit done. When it comes to editing special effects, if you want to call it that, it sometimes takes a bit longer, just because, you know, it's a lot more work. So editing the transitions take quite a bit, and believe it or not, the transitions are just a bunch of screenshots stitched together and animated. But I've put together some before and afters to show you what we see when we're recording versus the final product. Now, music and sound is very, very important in videos like this, and I feel it's overlooked quite a lot. I mean, I spend hours looking for that perfect piece of music, and it's where I'm editing most, actually. And it works out because, in the end, you know, the end product is a really nice piece of music that complements the video perfectly. And sometimes, and a lot of people don't know this actually, but sometimes I make my own music for the videos. I did that twice in the last one. One was a little transitional piece for this transition.
We're gonna have to go for a swim.
Oh.
Oh, great.
A few people in. It's pretty dead, actually. Donkey, I've actually never seen your shop.
Oh, well.
What are you selling? Cakes and...
Oh, something smells lovely.
And then at the safe zone there was a little bit where there was a guy in the background playing guitar, and I thought it'd be nice to add a bit of improvised sounding music for him to be playing there.
Yeah, you gotta get the message across.
I guess so, man, yeah.
You can't be too aggressive, but you just gotta show them.
I mean, whatever floats the boat.
Anyway,
you know?
we're kind of getting off topic here. How big is this base that you were speaking of earlier?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's got like a big compound above water, and then it's also got like a another compound underwater, which we suspect is where their main sort of stash is.
So they're looking for a big amount of explosives.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I don't do this often, but, you know, sometimes when I just can't find the right piece of music that I'm looking for, I'll just make it myself, honestly. And when it comes to sound effects and, you know, stuff like that, I think Unturned does a good job of having a natural ambient sound to it and, you know, all the other random stuff. So I don't really tend to spend a ton of time with sound effects, maybe a few bullet hits and gunshots here and there, but that's about it. However, for the cinematics, I'll usually have to go back in the game and get the sounds I need because, well, D4 has a recorder on his desk, you see. So the raw audio from the cinematics usually ends up sounding like this. Yeah, if you can just fly straight. Oh, this might work actually. I can't keep up. I can't do it. Alright, so yeah, if you just fly forward pretty much then.
What are we doing?
It's just a cinematic of it flying to Hawaii, that's all.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh.
Let's turn on my game volume all the way.
So, that's pretty much the process of making a big video like that. So you can all stop complaining that I don't upload often now, because now you know why. This is what we have to go through every time we want to make a video. But yeah, no, it takes a long time, you know, a lot of effort, and of course it's not just me that makes it possible. If it wasn't for people like D4, Donkey, and all the other people who so kindly volunteer to make these videos, then, well, there wouldn't be videos, so I owe a huge thanks to them. I know it may seem a bit excessive for just a silly Unturned video, but if I'm going to take up like 40 minutes of your time, then, you know, I'm going to make sure it's worth it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you found it interesting, and maybe you even learned a thing or two. I got a lot of new videos coming up, so stay tuned for them, but until then, I'll see you in the next one.